set for hockey here in Fort Wayne between the Komets and the Ice. You will be getting your first look tonight at Stu Burney, who we picked up from the Albany Choppers. Anything on John Anderson, Randy? Still a week or two away?
Well, I don't know how public it is, so I don't know if I can say anything or not. Maybe we'll have to talk later.
That doesn't sound good.
No, he's going to be okay. He's going to be okay. Just the time element, I think, is what we're talking about.
Well, then I guess what we could do is hopefully for the playoffs. Yeah. If that is the fact, in the case, why, if he's back for the playoffs, good. Definitely a lot more important than these regular season contests.
Correct.
Then we are all set. Referee Galvin ready to drop the puck for the opening period. A big game tonight for the Komets. They want to move up that ladder in the East Division, and the faceoff goes to the ice. DeGenna shoots it into the Fort Wayne zone in behind the net where it's picked up by Kerry Lucyk. Lucyk takes a look behind his own net, brings it out himself into the neutral ice area, and he shoots it into the ice zone. Goes around over to the near boards. Lassard and Boyce in for it. Turner in there. Komets try to keep it in. Boyce has it. Boyce goes out into the slot. Shot! Score! All right. 25 seconds, and the Komets score the first game. Ian Boyce.
I tell you, when Lucyk tried to dump the puck in, I said, boy, he planned to do it that way. I just really make that little smart mouth comment, and
well, Boyce really picked the puck up along the near boards and just strolled into the slot area and blew it right past Jimmy Waite. That's Ian Boyce's 7th goal of the year, and it came at 25 seconds in the first period.
Well, that's what we need, Tim. We really got to get on the board quick with these guys. Just keep the pace up. Enough of that catching up from behind stuff.
You got her. Circa has it into the Fort Wayne zone. Picked up by Stu Burney. Burney puts it out. Brian Noonan feeds it into the Fort Wayne zone. Steve Fletcher feeds it back up to center ice. You see that bird just fly by? And the Ice shoot it down into the Komets zone. Steve Fletcher back to pick it up. We need to move the ladder up, I believe, Randy. As play continues, in goes the Komets out to hang it over to the slot. Nobody could get it. Yeah, they're goes into the Fort Wayne zone where Beauregard makes a skate save, and it kicks out into the corner. Fought for in there. Fletcher feeds it on around the near board side where it'll be picked up. Williams goes in. Oh, Burney took a big check there from Williams. Stu Burney has it. Takes a spin move. And Fletcher and Reichel are going to go at it right now. Fletcher and Reichel. They're checking each other out. Well, and there we go. The first punch is thrown. Little grab match right now. Fletcher and Reichel. Fletcher takes about 4 to the helmet, which won't hurt anything. Reichel's doing a good job, Randy, of holding on. Ooh, Fletcher lands a good one there to go down to the ice, and the refs will break it up. Steve Fletcher and Warren Reichel will both pick up a 5-minute fight. I don't believe we'll have an instigation on that.
I didn't see it, so.
So the activity starts fast and furious here in Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne scoring the opening goal with just 25 seconds gone, and then we have a fight break out with just 1 minute and 28 seconds left, or gone in the first period. So fireworks starting early tonight, Randy.
This would have a lot more importance about this letter that the Komets got. Just all this action we just had. Lady was complaining, Danville, Indiana, or someplace, Danville, Indiana, I think is what it was, complaining about how dirty the Fort Wayne Komets were, and it's just.
She was here for a game and thought they were dirty?
She saw them down in Indianapolis.
Oh.
Comparing us to a Slapshot movie.
Bawa puts one heck of a check on his man.
A good hit on Russell.
Still has the puck, and
a little interference.
Komets. Bawa and Russell going to go at it now. Bawa and Russell in behind the Indianapolis net. They're both just kind of hanging on. Not too many punches thrown yet.
I'll tell you, they're getting their money's worth tonight.
Definitely. And they'll move in and break this one up. Bawa and Russell.
Bawa gave Russell a good check in the corner there, and then Russell decided to do a little interference, and I think Russell should get an extra 2 for interference in the corner there.
Well, we'll see how Mr. Galvin calls it.
Well, said enough, I guess.
Looks like 5 and a 5. Kevin Kaminsky closing in on the 400 mark in penalty minutes. He's got 378 right now. Well, this sets the tone for the game, Randy. We're going to see this all night, or that might have been the last one we see all night. You never know.
I'll guarantee you one thing. It'll be a heads-up game. They'll be watching. Everybody's going to be watching what's going on.
And we still have some good guys that can throw the fist, and that Butters still there.
I was just thinking of that. Corrales. Yeah, there's 3 right there that were on the ice at once. And
face-off is blown down because somebody must have jumped the circle. Kaminsky on the ice now, along with Peter Hankinson. And I'll take the
Have you seen
back.
Kevin Hooker tonight?
No. I don't see his name
He's on the lineup. I didn't know if he was in...
17 he's listed as. Komets, and the face-off goes to the ice. They fired it around the boards. Lucyk checks his man off of it. Kaminsky dumps it over to Boyce. Boyce turns and throws it into the Indy corner. Picked up by... Eglin will set 2 out for elbowing. That gives the Komets a power play with 15-14 left in the first period. 1-1 the score. Komets go out with their league-leading scorer Lonnie Loach, Bruce Boudreau, Stefan Brochu, Stu Burney, and Brian McKee.
I'll tell you, it's amazing the people I've talked to that watch this on Channel 10.
Well, it's kind of nice. Every week I come out here, I get more and more people stopping me out in the hallway. I went out for lunch the other day in a restaurant, and somebody came and says, "Aren't you the one that does the Comet Hockey game?" Yeah, that's nice. Nice to see you people watching out there.
Yeah,
but we're not the only thing on Channel 10, believe me.
No.
There's some other good shows you need to tune in and watch. One of which is called Raiders of Access, the third Monday of every month, live at 7 p.m. from the Channel 10 studios.
I saw they had Saddam Hussein on there live.
Yes.
The other night.
Yes, he was causing trouble as usual. Stefan Brochu with a bullet goes wide. Brochu has it. Komets on the power play. Back to Loach, and Waite holds on. See, we got a new shots on goal clock up there above the
Lincoln National
sign. I'm sure that didn't cost as much as the scoreboard in the center ice area. Good crowd, Randy. There are 7,221 here tonight. You want to write that down?
Well,
here,
you
have a
commit
pen.
yourself off early, huh?
7-2-2-1.
Okay.
Face-off goes to the Komets, goes over to the left point. Brochu feeds it in, and it's Boudreau just missed the stuff, and the rebound comes out to Indianapolis. They bring it up to the center ice area. Johansson with the long shot, blocked off by the defense and hit with a high stick. No call made. It goes to the Komets. Stefan Brochu. Brochu legs her up the ice. Plays it off the skate into the Indy zone, and it's going to be picked up by Roberts. But a little hold job on Boudreau. Roberts fires it up, and it clears past McKee, and it goes into the Komets zone where Beauregard will make the play with the 1:04 left in the Komets power play. Brochu waits for his wingers to make their turn. Scott Gruhl on the ice now with Chin. And here come the Komets with Scott Gruhl taking the puck in. Carries it in. Still has it behind the net.
Move?
Scott Gruhl takes a look, stops on the side, back to the point. Cross point pass, McKee back to Brochu. Brochu over to Gruhl. Gruhl looks around, takes it around behind the net, still looking for some help. Puts it out to McKee. McKee fires it in, but it's blocked off the defense.
Skate hard.
Comes McNeil on a
good move.
Good move by Brian McKee.
And I don't think he was going to catch him either. Mike was got just that one little step on him.
Mike can motor him pretty good. Killer Kaminsky. Gruhl back in over to Chin. Chin looks, shoots, and Waite makes a save, and we're going to have a problem here. Oh, and Waite just hit Gruhl, and now Noonan goes after Gruhl. You knew that was going to cause a problem.
Scotty plays it pretty cool.
So it looks like this is all under control. Reminding you once again, Raiders of Access every third Monday of the month, 7 p.m. live. Call in, talk to whoever might be on the show that night. The plethora of talent that goes in on that show is just mind-boggling.
What?
Plethora of talent. Plethora. Pardon me, I went to the Huntington school system. And the face-off with 15 seconds left in the power play of the Komets is in the Indianapolis zone. Mark Turner in to make the face-off with Williams. And he's thrown out, so it looks like Hankinson takes the face-off. Peter Hankinson back to Turner. Turner along the near-board sides, tries to feed it back behind the net, but it's cleared out, and Tom Corrales will have to go back and pick it up. That'll take care of the power play for the Komets. So even strength, five-a-side skaters. Komets bring it in. Hankinson plays it off his skate. Goes into the corner. Circa in there. Noonan and Boyce. In behind the Indy net, Mark Turner goes after it. Turner makes a spin move. Tries to get it from DeGena, and it's right to the side of the net.
Nice.
Ian Boyce. Ian Boyce being held by Eglin. Turner has it. Over to Hankinson. He whiffed on the play. And here come the Indy Ice. A long shot. Beauregard makes the save from Cam Russell.
Oh, nice sidestep by
And
Tommy
played out in
Corrales.
front of the net. And the Ice pick it up in the Fort Wayne zone. And it's cleared out. Ian Boyce. Come on, Ian, let's go. Ian Boyce will fire it in as the Komets will make a line change on it. Waite makes the save, goes back into the corner. Picked up by Alex Roberts. Roberts up to center, into the neutral zone. Poke checked off his stick by Loach. Boudreau fires it back. It's picked up by McGill. McGill fires it in. Beauregard makes a stop in behind the net. Fletcher and Butters out there. And here comes Steve Fletcher. Gets by his man, throws it into the Indy zone. Picked up by the Indy defense. And here comes Roberts, and he fires it into the Fort Wayne zone. Icing against Indianapolis. That time they called it when they shot it in this side of the red line.
Yeah, it's not real consistent. It really amazes me this year, Tim, that Mokosak, I mean, last year he had 50 games and he's already established the penalty record, 50 games
For the Komets,
for the Komets last year. This year, you don't even know he's on the ice.
That's true. He has 157 minutes and penalties in 51 games, so that's quite a cut down from last year.
I just don't think he thinks he's the hockey player he was once at one time.
Face off, blown down. Komets with a big win in Phoenix last night.
A
On
tough
the road.
loss.
Well,
2 nights ago.
Not really a loss, more or less a tie. They picked up a 3 out of 4 possible points. Saved by Wade into the corner, so that's not too bad, 3 out of 4. They'll take that on the road anytime.
That's true.
Mokosak is fired into the Fort Wayne zone and goes on around the boards. Mokosak picks it up. Kept in by Russell. Fletcher picks it up for the Komets, and he flips it out to neutral ice. Caught by Russell, and they catch their winger going in. They got a man breaking Mokosak, and he just about got us the goal there. He must have heard you, Randy. I think you made him mad.
Well,
Cam Russell back for it. Mokosak off the skate. Lucyk has it. Waits for his team to get on side, and it's in behind where Russell picks it up for Indy. Chin in to do the forechecking. And they fire it into the Fort Wayne zone. Bawa picks it up. He's tripped down to the ice. He gets it over to Corrales.
nice move. I like that.
Didn't work, but it looked good, didn't it? Chin steps in and intercepts that pass. Bawa goes in and forechecks Keith Miller. McNeil has it. McNeil over to Miller on the left wing side. Keith Miller with a wide angle shot. Hit the side of the net. And fired up into the crowd.
Well, Gordy Thomas taking the duck, and he was behind the plexiglass. Yeah, Mokosak, I owe him one, see. Last year in the Komets, I guess the Old Timers Golf Tournament, we're all at one tee and getting ready to move on. And he was the same tee, and he came up to my cart. He was talking. I didn't think anything of it. We took off from our cart. All of a sudden, big old clatter and clamor going on behind me. And what the heck? Well, he'd loosened my strap, holds the clubs on the back. Clubs fell out, and they were just strung down about 15 yards. Everybody got a kick out except me.
Well, then you can talk about Carl all night then. Face-off comes out to the neutral ice area. Hankinson goes into forecheck. Miller, right wing pass, intercepted. Boyce, Ian Boyce.
I'll tell you, he is so smart.
Indy brings it out. They got a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Catch the open man, Stapleton. He shoots it wide. McNeil in behind the Fort Wayne net, and killer Kaminsky goes in and clears it out to the Indy zone. Hustling back is Circa. Circa picks it up in behind his net, makes a stop. Fires it up the right wing side. Played off the near boards. Circa has it. And up to Stefan Brochu. He just fires it back into the Indy zone. Stopped by Jimmy Waite. McNeil picks it up. Kaminsky. Good gracious.
He just about went out the plexiglass.
I think the goal judge ducked on that one, and the Komets pick it up. Kaminsky backhands it over to Stu Burney. Here we got a good play. Lonnie Loach, a shot, save, a rebound.
Oh, gosh.
Sean Williams picks it up. Komets keep it in.
Oh, wait, wasn't even looking at it.
He wasn't even looking, and it comes off the skate of Boudreau. And the race is on. Brochu. And look out. McNeil shot goes wide.
Thank you.
Whew, close call there. Komets clear it out to the Indy defense.
I tell you, it's been up and down tonight.
DeGenis over to Russell. Into the Fort Wayne zone. Butters goes back. Icing Indy. With 8:43 left. First period, 1-1 the score. 9-3 shots on goal in favor of the Ice.
Well, it's not been a boring game. I compared to that one last game we did. I think was kind of slow for the first period and a half or so. This has been pretty much up and down and pretty consistent. A lot of chances by both teams. 9-3 on shots. Komets having the most opportunities, not capitalizing on a couple of them. Loach, boy, if Loach would have had somebody behind him to get that rebound, because that rebound came out probably 15, 20 feet.
Colin Chin in for the face-off with Desjardins. And the linesman telling Russell and Bawa that they should have their skates on the line, gentlemen. And as soon as he turns around, what do? They move in a foot and a half. Special note in Upper Arena, sections 29 and 30, the Modern Woodmen of America Insurance Companies. About 250 strong tonight. People from Fort Wayne, Auburn, LaGrange, Angola, and Ashley. Scott Gruhl. Picked up by Indy, and what we got? Good play by Lucyk. Offsides at the Fort Wayne blue line.
Yeah, Bob Andrews is ahead of that. He's really apprehensive of, well, he wasn't sure if he was going to get enough people, 100, and then I got him 100 tickets. And we got him a good price on that. And then I came in the office one day and says, hey, that group of Andrews. I said, yeah. She says, we got another 100 tickets. I about died.
Yeah, 250 strong tonight.
Jeez.
So thank you, Bob Andrews and the Modern Woodmen of America Insurance Company. Their office is out in the forest somewhere.
It's in a clearing.
Play goes on. Cam Russell has it for the Ice. He feeds it up, and Lucyk plays it off his skate. And the Komets pick it up with Colin Chin to Gruhl. Gruhl messed with there. Desjardins, right wing side into the Fort Wayne zone. Johansson. And they fight for it at the blue line. It goes through to the goal. Beauregard steers it to the corner where Lucyk goes after it. Lucyk feeds it back in behind his net. And Brian McKee brings it up. 7:50 left in the first period. 1-1 the score. Pass goes up the right wing boards, and Indy breaks out. Long shot. Beauregard the save, and he hangs on to the rebound. For a face-off to the right is Stefan Beauregard. And who's getting in it now? Looks like Bawa. And Johansson was down on the ice.
Bawa, look at Bawa. Says, come on.
To the sin bin, they will go. Or will it just be one on Bawa?
I think they should have one too. I think Bawa will get for a rough.
Well, we'll see. I don't see the door opening for the Ice, so it looks like they might have a power play.
Denny Sheeby got up, so it might be one called.
And we are awaiting the word from the ref. Brad Stouffer makes the trip down and adjusts the Bawa meter another 2 minutes. Brad, if it keeps on this rate, you're going to be tired by the end of the night.
So is the guy getting up beside him.
Yeah. So the Ice find themselves with a man advantage for 2 minutes. with 7:35 left in the first period of play. The score is tied 1-1 between the Ice and the Komets.
Indianapolis people down there screaming and yelling, which is fine. I'm glad to see a lot of those Kalamazoo people come in, Muskegon, although we haven't had that group we had a couple times last year in, but I have no problem with that.
Indy on the power play. Reichel has it, takes it into the Fort Wayne zone, pulls up and throws it in behind the Fort Wayne net, where it's picked up by Williams, and he gets it out, but Boyce should clear it, and he does. Gets it the length of the ice on goal, so Waite has to come up with a save. Stapleton.
Boy, he about picked it off.
Right wing pass, Warren Reichel, and that gets past Lucyk, goes into the Fort Wayne zone. Lucyk will take a look and fire it back along the near boards where Fletcher should lift it up and clears the zone, and he does. 1 minute, 9 seconds left on the man advantage to Indianapolis. Left wing pass to Stapleton. Stapleton stops up at the red line and looks for somebody to pass to. He gets it over to the right wing side. Back to Reichel. Reichel carries it into the Fort Wayne zone. It's at the McKee picks it up and it clears the blue line. Here comes Peter Hankinson. He's got nobody with him. And he tried to feed it through. Oh, and he got the rebound.
Oh, gosh, would that have been a some goal to get?
Stapleton saved the day by getting his stick out there because Waite was in no position to stop anything on that one.
Offsides.
And Mark Wilkins catches one on the shoulder there. 35 seconds left in the man advantage to Indianapolis. Big game tomorrow, Randy. Giving away 2 season tickets next year and a flight for 2 round trip to anywhere in the continental U.S. to the 200,000th fan for this year. Who would have thunk 200,000?
I'm pretty sure it's going to be a sellout tomorrow. I know they got a lot of Cub Scout groups coming in from all over.
Over to Russell. Russell carries it into the Fort Wayne zone, goes out to the slot, but nobody but Komets there, and they just fire it back down the ice with 24 seconds left in the man advantage for the Ice. Left behind the goal. And it's picked up there, and here comes Agena up to Desjardins. Into the Fort Wayne corner it goes. Brochu goes after it, gets it back up the boards. It'll be kept in at the point. Out to the deep slot, fed into the corner. Desjardins. And it comes out front. Power plays up, both sides equal strength. That should be an icing call. Maybe not. No icing on that. Loach goes in for it. Boudreau hustles over. Boudreau right out into the crease, and Waite hangs on for a face-off. With 5:17 left, first period to play, 1-1 the score. Boy, oh boy. I think my attendance guess is low, Randy. You want to jump in there and take a shot at it?
I think it's not too far off.
I love to see this many people in here. Great. And they're doing it without the chicken.
Yeah. Thank God.
.15 left, first period of play. Steve Fletcher will go back for the Komets, and Fletcher picks it up. Back to McKee, to Fletcher. He fires it into the corner. In along the board, Stapleton gets it out. Brought up ice into the Fort Wayne zone, and shot and save by Beauregard from the stick of Ryan McGill. And
nice.
Clears the zone. First period moving along real quick here, Randy.
Hard to believe it with two fisticuffs.
Lokasak has it, drops it back. Oh, and he takes a good check from Lucyk. And we got Lonnie Loach breaking in with Stu Burney. Loach takes a look over at Burney. Burney's got it. He almost scored when he was flat on the ice.
Hooking or something or tripping. Guy just yanked down Burney.
Lokasak fed through. Beauregard makes the save and it goes into the corner. Couldn't believe it. Stu Burney was flat on the ice and still about scored. Chin with a shot. I think you want to go high on Jimmy Wade. He looks a little nervous when that gets up above around the shoulder area there. Fired into the Fort Wayne zone along the near board sides. Kerry Lucyk goes after it. Fed back in. Reichel picks it up, goes right in front, and it's still in the crease, and Beauregard has it. Save. Boy, that's right there in.
Well, you have, excuse me, Tim. Shoot-off time.
Oh, you're handling that again tonight? Mr. Markham, with his expertise, will handle the shoot-off and try to get a free dinner at Azars for somebody. Randy Markham is leaving now to handle the on-ice festivities. Big crowd on hand tonight. Face-off goes to the Komets Stefan Brochu. McKee goes in for it. Indianapolis has it. Butters throws a check. Indy controls. Turn and shot, but it's going to go into the corner. Butters takes his man off of it. Peter Hankinson comes up with it. He's got Boyce breaking on the left wing side. Indy picks it up and flips it out to the neutral ice area. It will go back into the Fort Wayne zone. Mike Butters back to pick it up for the Komets. Butters out to center ice area, intercepted by Indy. Goes back in behind the net. Beauregard knocks it down. Come on, boys, let's get it out of there. Butters has it up to Hankinson. Hankinson gets over to the left wing side. Ooh, and Kaminsky took a check there. Oh, brother. And Indy comes up with it with 2:45 left, first period of play. Kaminsky and Russell gonna go at it. Here they go, Kaminsky and Russell. And Kaminsky, definitely, oh brother. Kaminsky took his man down right now. I'll tell you, this Kevin Kaminsky for a little guy is one tough dude. I'll tell you, Pat, I ran into him after the game last week when he was in street clothes. And in a suit, he looks like a choir boy or a movie usher. Doesn't look like the league leader in penalty minutes. But he made short work of Mr. Russell on that play. Kaminsky picks up a 2-minute instigation just because I believe his name is Kevin Kaminsky. I don't quite understand the reasoning on that call, but I think the refs definitely have their eye on Mr. Kaminsky. Anything happens out there on the ice, they have a tendency to blame it on number 44. So the ice will have a 2-minute power play with 2:40 left in the first period. And we await the face-off. Face-off. Goes back to the Komets' Tom Corrales, and he fires at the length of the rink. Pat Stapleton goes back to pick it up. Indy on a 2-minute power play. Comes up to McNeil into the center ice area to Noonan. Drop pass, Johansson shot, saved by Beauregard. Kept in the Fort Wayne zone over the far board side. Over to Noonan. He should have taken a shot there. Look out. And it lays there. Komets pick it up and clear the length of the rink. Kind of shaky there for a second. 1:20 left in the power play to Indy. Mike DeJana behind his own net. Makes a turn. Boyce into forecheck, and Boyce comes up with it. Good hustle by Ian Boyce. Keeps it in the corner and kills some of the time off that penalty clock. 1 minute left in the man advantage to Indianapolis. They take it into the Fort Wayne zone. Fed off the left wing side to Brian Noonan. Noonan takes a look, goes into the slot, takes a shot, saves. Stapleton gets it back out to the right point. A drive from McGill to the corner. Indy over to the left point to McGill. A shot, save by Beauregard. And oh, look out now, we got Johansson into it. Well, they're just protecting the goaltender a little bit there. He bumped the goalie after he made the save. Something you don't want to do, and I do believe we're going to have a couple of penalties here. On a high stick. An Indianapolis penalty to Johansson. Jim Johansson picks up 2 for a high stick. So, the Komets will come out with the power play in the second period. .21 left in the first period. 42 seconds on the penalty to Kaminsky. Jim Johansson goes in with 2 minutes on the high stick, so the Komets will have a power play for 1:18 as soon as Kaminsky's penalty expires. Chin gets the face off back to Fletcher. Fletcher in behind his net. 4-on-4, a lot of ice out there right now, a lot of room. Scott Gruhl goes in for it into the corner, takes a look around to see if anybody's in the slot. He's got Brochu there, but the puck goes up in the air and is cleared off by Circa. Both sides even strength for 15 seconds, and then the Komets will have a man advantage. Here comes Circa. He goes into the right wing side. Reichel can't take it. Beauregard feeds it into the corner. Picked up by the Komets. Brian McKee. McKee takes it in. Stops up, throws it in behind the net. Goes along the near board side. Brochu after it. Chin in behind the net. Chin looks out front, can't get the pass out front, and Jimmy Waite stops it on the side of the net for a face-off. With 31 seconds left in the first period of play. .110 in the power play for the Fort Wayne Komets. One to one our score here, all tied up. Komets scored at 25 seconds of the first period. Indy scored just a couple minutes after that on somewhat of a fluke goal. It just seemed to change speeds and somehow found its way in between the skates of Stefan Beauregard. Been a couple of tussles already in the first period. Things have settled down to where we got hockey playing going on now. Indy steps in and intercepts that pass to Jardin. Over to McGill, long shot. Look out up in the crowd there. It was way up into upper 15. And it doesn't look like any harm done. Here's our Channel 10 plug. Starting Wednesday, March 6th at 7:30, Comcast Cable will show a new program called Komets Corner. It's a live program. There'll be different guests every week. The first one will be on President Mike Coffey. Phone lines will be open for hockey fans to call in. That's Wednesday, March 6th at 7:30. A new live show of Comcast Channel 10, Komets Corner. Thank you, Jim Amstutz, for that little plug. And we've got ourselves 21 seconds left in the first period of play. Ready for the face-off in the Komets zone. It goes into the corner. Comes out to the blue line. Indy takes it out. Clears the zone. Back to Shurka. Komets have it. Boudreau, a shot. Goes off the defense in to the corner with 7 seconds left. Indy got time for one more shot. Long shot by Stableman. Glove down by Beauregard. And that'll do it. First period of play comes to an end. With the score, the Fort Wayne Komets won. The Indianapolis Ice won. Shots on goal in the first period of play. 13 for the Ice, 10 for the Komets. Rather fast-moving first period of play with all the fisticuffs and everything.
My son Edward is like every other child.
Hello, guinea pig.
The only difference is that Edward has diabetes.
187. 7487 is what I'm going to say.
What's Pat going to say? Yeah.
Here goes 7488. And we are all set for the second period of play between Indianapolis and the Fort Wayne Komets, with the score all tied up at 1-1.
I think I overbid, but
what did you write down?
75-10.
75-10. That could be a winner, Randy. Face-off goes to the Komets. Lonnie Loach has it in his own zone. Makes a couple of turns, takes it in behind his net, and brings it up ice. Just underway. If you just joined us, it's 1-1. Bawa has it, drops it back to the point to Brochu. Komets on the power play for another 18 seconds yet. Boudreau on the right wing side, in behind the net, back out. Oh, and they missed it at the point. Goes all the way back into the Indianapolis zone with 8 seconds left in the Komets power play. So they won't get anything out of this one. 2-1 seconds left, both sides equal streak. Here comes Lonnie Loach up the left wing side. Lonnie Loach feeds it across, just missed, and my cord is stuck. Okay, Komets make a line change. Johansson gets it into Lucyk, who just, put it on his own goal. Fired in. Boy, I'll tell you. Beauregard made the save, but it came back out to center ice. McGill puts it back into Chin. Chin throws it in behind the Indy goal line. McGill picks it up. Right wing pass up to Johansson. Johansson feeds it up to Desjardins. He backhands it. Gets into the Fort Wayne zone. Tom Corrales. Scott Gruhl. Gruhl right wing side. Lucyk has it. Noonan, and he shoots it. Nice save by Beauregard. Another shot, another save. Beauregard, another shot. Lays there in the crease. Beauregard hangs on. 3 quick shots and 3 saves by Stefan on that little series.
3 different directions. There's 3 different angles. One from the left, the center, and one from the right.
As I was walking through the crowd talking to some of the people, of course we'll all know this by the time everybody views this tape, but the ground war has started en masse in Iraq. People with the radio in the crowd.
That's confirmed, huh?
It is confirmed. The ground war has begun.
Good. I think that's what they should have done.
I don't think it's going to take too long. That's my own personal view. I would be surprised if it goes more than 8 to 10 days.
Yep, my thoughts exactly.
The heck with these patient initiatives. Let's get this thing over with. Get the tyrant out of there. Of course, you know, if Saddam falls out of power, there goes his appearances on Raiders of Access. And it comes up to the Fort Wayne zone. Noonan leads the rush, and he takes a hard check.
Oh, Pat, did you get that one?
And the Komets break out.
Let's see if we
Ian
get that.
Boyce, Hankinson, a shot goes wide of the Indy net. Butcher at the point keeps it in. Reichel tries to play it.
Nice miss.
Hankinson has it. Hankinson tries to feed it back, but it's intercepted by Indy, and it comes out to the point where Fletcher drives a long one in on him and lays there behind him.
Oh, my God!
Oh, come on.
I don't believe it! I can't believe that!
One of the most blatant penalties I've ever seen, and the ref looking
and
right
one of the cleanest players, and one of the cleanest players on the ice, Ian Boyce.
And an elbow throw, penalty call.
Oh, boy.
Elbowing on Indianapolis. He's going to call this one, though. That wasn't as flagrant as the last one, but he got the call. I think maybe he realized, Randy, that he messed up. Wooey, was that a pull down or a pull down?
That was brutal.
16:56 left in the second period. Indy picks up a 2-minute elbow to Warren Reichel. So the Komets bring out the potent power play unit with Scott Gruhl, Lonnie Loach, Brian McKee, Bruce Boudreau, and Robin Bawa.
Just saw Mel Grabner. He supplied the hockey team with their T-shirts. Nice little business on the side he's got. A fellow I went to school with back in the old Southside High School days.
Hey, way to go, Archers.
Been a hockey fan for a long time.
Kept in at the point by McKee, a long shot. Wade has it, hangs on.
Big shot from the point. I'll tell you, Brian McKee,
he can blast.
It's like a record. It's like a tape all the time. Just keep saying the same thing over and over again. But what an offensive punch he is out there when he's on the ice.
Leading scorer in the the IHL, and I would be very surprised to see him in this league next year. If he is in this league, it will be under a pro contract to one of the National Hockey League teams, no doubt. I know that the NHL scouts have been paying very close attention to him. I'm talking about Lonnie Loach. Indianapolis clears it out, goes into the Fort Wayne zone. Scott Gruhl back to pick it up. With 1:40 left in the Komet power play, Scott Gruhl brings it up, right wing pass to McKee. McKee into
nice little move, nice and
corner,
easy.
And way out of his net, out to the point, bouncing puck. McKee has it. A shot in front to Bawa, just shot wide. Loach goes in after it. Bawa has it. Back over to the near board side. Loach checks McNeil off the play. And it's whistled down for a face-off. With 16:11 left, second period of play, 1-1. 1:15 left in the power play to the Komets.
I hope when there was some time elapsed that maybe some dead time, that Eric, when he splices this thing together for everybody here Wednesday night, that they'll have that maybe that check and replay that Fletcher hit Noonan just inside the blue line. That was ideal. I mean, that's just something you don't see anymore, is the old hip check.
Right.
And the way the play is nowadays, it's just so fast up and down the ice. And the players are much better skaters than they were 15 years ago. You just don't see that anymore.
Well, the hip check is very effective when you execute it properly, but if you miss,
you're gone.
Boy, do you look like a fool.
Yep.
I think a lot of players are afraid to try it in that they will miss it.
Yes, the commitment is real strong.
Brochu has it at the point, broken stick, somebody shot by Bernie. And Chin takes his man into the boards, comes back out to the point to Brochu. He will shoot a long one in. Waite has it, rebound, lays under Jimmy Waite. So we'll have a face-off with 1 minute left in the Komets power play.
Real pussy move there it was, with the guy wraps his arm around Chin's head, about battering ran him into the Stellhorn photo sign there behind the net with Jimmy Waite.
Portion of All Things Considered is provided by Fort Wayne's Lincoln National Corporation, marking its 85th anniversary. It is Indiana's largest corporation and the nation's 7th largest multi-line.
Great crowd tonight. Jesus, this is unbelievable.
Still waiting for the twist. You know, I was just talking to him over there and asking his name, and you know what?
What?
I forgot it.
Already?
Yes. Sorry, Mr. Twister.
Mr. Twister, just fine.
Oh. Ron, was his first name? I'm sorry, I botched it up, Mr. Twister. I'll get it right again. He watches the games regularly.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
I know him from coming to the games forever.
Oh, yeah, he's been coming out for a long time.
He works at Cooper Rubber in Auburn, so I
can't believe I forgot his name already, Randy. That's only been 5 minutes ago. It's terrible. Once again, special groups in attendance tonight in upper 29 and 30. The Modern Woodsmen of America Insurance Company, about 250 strong. Fort Wayne, Auburn, LaGrange, Angola, and Ashley, Indiana. Bob Andrews ably doing the job of rounding up the tickets for this group.
Can you believe I used to actually go with that guy?
No.
He played in Lima. Oh, moose.
Face off out to McKee, gets it over to Brochu. Brochu missed a pass, but gets it off the boards, and it bangs around in front of the Indy net. Russell will try to backhand it out, but he can't get it out. But then they get it clear of the zone, and it goes up into the players' bench on the Indy side. With 29 seconds left in the power play to the Komets. Also, a Komet fan in attendance tonight from Auburn, Indiana. His name, get this, is Wacko Grigsby. Tomorrow is his 40th birthday. The big 4-0 for Wacko Grigsby. Now, Wacko isn't his real name, but I'm told they call him Wacko because he's a big home run hitter in the Industrial Softball League up in Auburn, so that's why the Wacko. So happy big 40th to Wacko Grigsby.
Columbia City, isn't it?
That's not what I was told, no.
He owns or used to own the Walgreens. Yeah, right. The Dairy Queen in Auburn, or Columbia City. He just sold it recently.
Well, maybe you're right. The guy I was talking to said Auburn. But who cares? It's his birthday. Wherever he lives, he's going to be 40 years old. And the puck comes out, and the power play is over both sides, equal strength. Indianapolis brings it down, and the man comes out of the penalty box. He's got the Janus on the right-hand side. Beauregard hangs on.
Like a Bawa. I'm sorry, I missed the fist cup with Kaminsky. I just come down the stairwell, and everybody was screaming and yelling.
Yeah, he made short order of that one, just like he did last week with Lazard.
And there's a lot of people you could have on that show once it gets going. You know, get a fan or something here once in a while.
Face off in the Fort Wayne zone. Over to Boyce. Hankinson. Sean Williams for Indy. Noonan just has it off of his skates, and he's out at the center ice area. Boyce in for checking ferociously. They're back into their own zone, comes out to the center ice area and gets past the defense and goes into Stefan Beauregard. He puts it over onto stick of Noonan. Corrales checks Noonan off the puck. Reichel into the corner. He's checked by Mark Turner. Boyce.
Nice pass.
Over to Hankinson, and Peter Hankinson takes it in.
Oh.
But it's picked up by Reichel. Reichel brings it back out, hits a right wing pass over to Williams, off sides at the Fort Wayne blue line. With 13:56 left, 1-1 the score. You know Wacko Grigsby, do you?
I used to work in Harvester with him.
So he is from Columbia City then?
Yeah. Unfortunately, he can't get up there anyway.
I swear JR told me Auburn. JR, shame on you.
Maybe he did. Maybe he does. It's quite a ways though, isn't it?
Yeah, about the same distance from Columbia City to Auburn, I think. That noise you hear is the wave. Steve Fletcher picks it up, gets it out to the point where it's kept in for Indy. Indy goes into the corner. Fletcher takes his man McGill off of it pretty heavy. Butters And Stu Burney picks it up. Out to the center ice area. Moves back into the corner. And my fan from the stand interview tonight forgot to come up, Randy. Here comes Indy, breaking in. They got a man in the slot, a shot, and save the Beauregard. The net comes off the mooring.
Now that's the Beauregard I remember from yesteryear, I'll tell you. Indy player took it to his right and then slowly backhanded to the left, and Beauregard got that right leg out, just like he... I hope he didn't pull anything.
Good old music by Jim Amstutz over there.
If Jim looks over here, maybe we should do the twist movement.
How are they going to handle that, Randy? How are they going to figure out who the 200,000th fan is?
I think they're going to draw it that night, is what the deal is. It'd be so difficult to try to figure out which one it is going through the door.
I wondered how they would handle that. Ron Swart was handing out U.S. flag buttons at the entrance tonight. And Beauregard makes the save, and the faceoff will remain in the Fort Wayne zone.
Oh, nice.
13:05 left, second period of play. 1-1 the score between the Ice and the K's. Big rivalry between these two teams. Faceoff goes to Indy out at the deep slot. Shot in. And McKee and his man go down, and it's in. What do we got?
A little quick.
A little quick whistle there. So the face-off will come out to the left of Stefan Beauregard.
I was talking to Mr. Zimmerman in the men's restroom while we had a little bit of time to spend, and we talked about the referee program here. We both somewhat agreed on Weiler, or whatever it was doing a good job, and this both had the same feelings on this Galvin, pretty much.
Which was?
Not that impressed, but yeah.
In behind the Fort Wayne net, Johansson gives it up to Lucyk. Lucyk gets it over to Stu Burney, I do believe. Yeah, Burney gets it into the ice zone. Jimmy Waite fires it around the far board side. It'll be picked up at the point by Lucyk. He fires a weak shot on goal. And Waite hangs on for a face-off in the Indy zone. With 12:36 left in the second period. Still tied at 1-1 if you just joined us. Shots on goal, 20 for Indy and 16 for the Komets. Still awaiting the return of John Anderson from the thigh bruise that has put him on the sidelines for the last 2.5, 3 weeks. Definitely miss his leadership out there. And Bob Laxo is a week to 10 days away, I guess, from coming back possibly.
That's the way it sounds.
They'll be rested for the playoffs.
Hopefully not out of shape.
Well, they work out, don't they, some way or another to keep their
oh yeah,
as much
but
as they can.
that endurance, I mean, they ride the bicycle and things like that, but you just can't replace that on-ice experience.
That's true. McGill gets it over to the left-hand side to Johansson. He pulls up and looks for somebody breaking, but Boudreau looks in. Loach is gone. Loach has got it. Nobody with him. He pulls up, looks for some help. Boudreau, darn, just missed the guy at the point. Stu Burney. Burney has it for the Komets, and he gets it in there. He didn't draw him in offside. Indy has it. They get it up to Johansson. Johansson up to...
Well, that was a penalty.
Well, I guess.
Big time.
Okay,
now we're even.
And we have Boudreau and Burney.
Oh.
And it played off the stick of the Indy defenseman, or that would have been a good play there. Stu Burney looking for somebody to throw it to. Fletcher will take a shot. Bouncing puck goes wide of the net. Loach has it in the corner. Out in front to Bawa.
Oh, boy.
Great save by
Jimmy Waite. Oh, Tim, he got that foot right there.
He came up big on that one. I think you got to go high on Jimmy Waite. Fletcher gets it in behind the net. Circa has it for the ice, and he brings it up to the center area to Eglin. Troy Eglin fires it into the Fort Wayne zone, but McKee picks it up and goes up to the center ice area, and it goes into the jersey of Robin Bawa. Yeah, I think you got to go a little bit higher on Jimmy Wade. He's awful quick with the feet.
Boy, he's got great legs.
Oh, Hartley giving away free dinners to fans now.
I'll take a second to say hi to Reggie Primo and his son Rod. Reggie tells me they watch the game every Wednesday, faithfully. I guess it must be dinner time or something when they're watching it. No, I tell you, I really have a lot of respect for those old timers.
Oh yeah, you bet. And they're a lot of them live right here in the Fort Wayne area. Reg Primo, Lenny Thornton, George Drysdale, Roger Masoneau, Norm Laszlowski, Chuck Adamson, Jerry Randall, Ken Elliott, Cullen Lister, Eddie Long, Lionel Repka. Shot from Williams goes wide. Up along the near board sides, and we have ourselves a slash. 2-minute slash call to Robin Bawa. So Brad Stouffer.
There he goes, he's digging in his bag.
Brad goes, okay, let's see what we can find here. Yeah, the Comet old timers, Randy, those guys are the ones that thrilled me when I was a youth back in the late 50s when I first started coming out to Comet hockey games. I believe it was 58 season. They had Lloyd Maxfield and, oh boy, the names just go on and on and on. It's like a who's who in the IHL. McGill has it, and a one-timer, and he missed it. Looked like a poor putt. Goes out to the center ice area. McGill has it. Ryan McGill over to the Komets, and they fired it into the Indy zone in behind the net. Wait, leaves it for his defenseman. Stapleton gets it over to Desjardins, and the Komets' Kerry Lucyk throws it right back into the zone with 10 minutes left. And Boyce out front, and steered to the corner by Jimmy Waite. McGill. Boyce goes in, checks his man hard. Here comes McNeil. McNeil played broken up.
Great. That's got to be one of Kerry Lucyk's best moves.
And 1 minute, 10 seconds left on the power play to Indy on the slash call to Robin Bawa. Kerry Lucyk is a defenseman's defenseman, I'll tell you. Into the Fort Wayne zone. Chin checks his man off the blue line. McGill has it. McGill over to the left point. One-timer. Shot deflects wide and in behind the Fort Wayne net. Noonan in the near board side, looking for somebody to throw it to. He gets it out to McGill, and it goes over the line.
I just ready to say that guy played a number of games for the Chicago Blackhawks. I'm thinking about 150. I could be wrong, but...
Reichel.
And Reichel's played 2.
Brian Noonan.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. He did play for the Blackhawks.
Thinking about 150 games, something about a year and a half or so. Or were they applauding?
I don't know. Getting back to the old timers though, Randy, next year we want to cover these guys almost with a blanket with some TV coverage when it comes old timers game. Get a lot of these guys on tape. It will give them something that we can get some copies made for them, or they can tape it off their VCRs and whatever, and be good memories for them. Definitely would be a thrill for me. Mark Wilkins, I do believe, got his... no, it wasn't Wilkins, the other linesman. Just got him pucked on the ankle there. And that's to Smart.
Well, I guess I kind of lucked out to skate with them in their practices and stuff. I really enjoyed that. Grew up watching these guys, Lenny and Reggie, and Johnny Goodwin was here from Lima, Ohio.
Teddy Wright.
Teddy Wright. Oh, Ted was pretty much my hero back in the old days.
I see Ted a lot out at Brookwood Golf Course.
A lot of those guys you see out there.
And the faceoff goes into the Genas and behind the Fort Wayne net. Beauregard steers it into the corner. Brochu takes his man Williams into the corner. Penalty is 1 second away from being expired. Both sides equal strength. Come on, let's get the guy out there. Here comes Boudreau in the race to the puck. He just can't quite get it. And the ice comes up with it into the Fort Wayne zone. Stu Burney and Lonnie Loach into forecheck. Comes up to the center ice area. Wheeled back in by Fletcher Boudreau. Couldn't quite get it to Loach. The timing was a little bit off on that one. Boudreau checks his man. Here comes the ice. Kerry Lucyk bats it down and gets it over to Loach. Loach has the puck. Lonnie Loach drops it for Boudreau, and the slot shot high and up into the crowd.
Boy.
That had the beginnings of a real good play going there.
Yep.
There he goes, lower 27, Pat. Brian, I believe that's your first name. I butchered your name up. There he goes. Yeah. Little extra motion there tonight, you know. It looks to me like he's put a little more into it.
Big dinner.
5.5. Is that all they're going to give him back there?
Bad. Like you say, it must be that West German judge.
Hey. That's the fanny ball.
Cool him off. He's hot. He's hot.
Well, there's a game going on. Okay.
Oh, we didn't miss anything.
And the Komets keep it in the Indy zone. Comes out to Eglin. Eglin up to McKee. McKee tries to backhand it in, but Indy clears the zone with it. And it's at the center ice area. Lonnie Loach comes up with the puck for the Komets, and he shoots a long shot in, saved by Waite. Rebound controlled by Indy.
Gosh, it's too bad he can't get that extra. Rebound.
All the way down into the Fort Wayne area for Kerry Lucyk to pick it up. Waits for Burney and Boudreau to make their turn, and Lonnie Loach hangs at the blue line, but cuts back in. And here come the Komets' Brian McKee. Throws it into the corner. Mokasak after it. Mokasak feeds it off the left wing side, and a right wing pass to Eglin. Eglin into the Fort Wayne zone. Weak shot in behind the Fort Wayne net. A little slash on Kaminsky. Boyce waits for it on the near board side. He gets it out to the Indy ice Roberts, and they fire it back in. Beauregard leaves it for Brian McKee with 6:45 left, their second period of play. 1-1's the score. Brian McKee backhands it into the Indy zone. Picked up by Kaminsky, and it comes back out to Indianapolis. Here comes Pat Stapleton. Stapleton rifles a shot. Blocker saved by Beauregard, and he hangs on, and somebody's stick went flying. Must have been Boyce's.
I had to look myself. You said Pat Stapleton, huh? It's Dad.
Oh, that's right.
Mike.
That's Mike. I keep.
But I had to
that.
look. Wait a minute.
That's right.
That's Mike.
You say Stapleton, you think Pat Stapleton.
Oh, I
He
do
played
automatically.
So long.
I sat with him in Detroit in a game one night, the Chicago and Detroit game.
Definitely has some light-colored hair, doesn't he?
And Mike was, oh yeah.
Reddish.
Reddish, yeah.
Real light red
They
color.
call him Whitey.
Make that Mike Stapleton. A lot of you people out there that know your hockey are going to say, what is Pat Stapleton doing at age 45 playing in the IHL? Anyhow, here come the Komets' Steve Fletcher, and he's got Gruhl, but he gives up the puck at the blue line to the ice, and they will shoot it out to the center ice area where Mike Stapleton picks it up and looks for some help. And it goes in front of the Fort Wayne crease. Nobody home, and it clears the zone. Roberts picks it up. Roberts over to Mike Stapleton, and it goes into, look out. We're going to have a penalty. No call made. McNeil was tripped down to the ice. Chin has it. Bawa hurries after it and almost got it into Chin going down the slot. McNeil has it. Here comes Indy. 3 men up, and they take a shot. Glove save Beauregard, and he hangs on. 5:44 left, second period. 1-1 the score. 23-19 shots on goal in favor of the Ice.
Well, I'll be taking off again for the Dominoes here in a minute.
Well, they've got you going up and down the ladder tonight, don't they?
Yeah, waddling out there under the ice. See Dean Kinzel over there in rink side at the 57 exit.
Oh, a shot! And the rebound comes off, and Beauregard lucked out there that there was no ice standing there on that side of the crease. Lucyk goes in after it. Russell checks on him, or Circuit checks him. Boudreau comes up the right wing side, and it'll go back to Tom Corrales. Tom Corrales feeds it up to Boudreau, to Stu Burney, to Boudreau. And it comes off Bruce's stick, and it comes back out to the center ice area where Corrales picks it up and throws it out to the Indies' Warren Reichel, but it's knocked down at center ice. Looked like Senior Open League right there at center ice. Ryan McGill back for it, for Indy. And it goes off the stick of Noonan. Russell holding on to Kaminsky. Got his stick, and it was they're talking it over here. Kaminsky and Russell talking it over, and the linesman steps in, and the save by Beauregard. Look out, who we got. Lucyk almost went with somebody.
Desjardins.
Ian Boyce brings it up the ice, and Boyce tries to go around the right-hand side, and Kaminsky has the puck, and he put a backhand on, but hit the post. So up comes the ice, and a long shot fired into the Fort Wayne corner. Beauregard leaves it for Brian McKee. McKee looks around up the ice. Good pass to Kaminsky. Kaminsky takes a high hit. Uh-oh. And we'll see what happens later on that.
You don't think he'll forget his name, number?
No. I'm sure he doesn't forget numbers. And Kaminsky takes his man into the board.
See, that was interference. We'll see if he calls it.
Yep. Cross-check. Kaminsky.
Well, I'll tell you, they still got that number up there to call for IHL referees. Well, you have to excuse me, Tim. We'll be back in a little bit.
As Randy Markham departs again for his duties as face-off ringmaster. Watch your step going down, Randy. It's a long way down. Well, I'll take Randy's chair. If he's not going to be here, I'll sit down. So, 3:48 left in the second period of play. Kevin Kaminsky picks up a 2-minute cross-check. So Indy will have a 2-minute power play. And we'll see what happens here. Face off in the Fort Wayne zone. Mark Wilkins ready to drop the puck. Almost ready to drop the puck. And the face-off goes to Indy. They take it out at center ice area. Dagenas to Mike Stapleton, back to Dagenas. Over to McNeil. To Desjardins. And Desjardins goes into the slot area, tries a backhand and a score on the power play. With just 21 seconds elapsed on the cross-check penalty to Kevin Kaminsky. Indy puts it in, making it 2-1 in favor of the Indy Ice with 3:26 left in the second period of play. A power play goal. Martin Desjardins picks it up, his 14th goal of the year. Keith Miller and Dagenas on the assist. 2-1 in favor of the Ice. 3:26 left, second period of play. Let's go, Komets. Tie this game up. Brochu fires it into the Indy zone. Goes in behind the net. Jimmy Waite stops it. McGill takes a big check from Bawa. Out to the point to Brochu. Gruhl. A shot. Deflects off in behind the net. Chin has it out front. Shot! And boy, it looked just about like Jimmy Waite put that glove hand across the line. Komets, I believe, have got to put the puck on the net a little bit more here. Force the action and try to put it on goal and hope for a rebound. 3:05 left in the second period. 2-1, Indy in the lead. Face-off goes to Boudreau. He tries to control it. Goes into the side of the net, into the corner. Boudreau. Indy comes up with it. Brian Noonan. Left wing pass into the Fort Wayne zone. Back to skate save by Beauregard. Big save by Stepan. Komets break out with Loach and Boudreau. You get it back to Loach. Loach takes a backhand try and lays in the crease, and a good save by Waite. Kept in, but Indy controls. 2:35 left, second period of play. DeGenis, left wing pass into the Fort Wayne zone. Into the slot area. Reichel, a shot deflected off by the defense. Kept in. Reichel, another shot. Beauregard has it. Has to drop down to the ice and cover it up. 2:24 left. Indy with a 2-1 lead. Beauregard looks like he might have a tight thigh muscle or something. He keeps doing stretches down in the goal crease. Face off into Fort Wayne zone. Mark Turner goes to Indy. Lucyk picks it up. Carries it out, being hooked by Desjardins. And in the Fort Wayne zone, Ryan McGill. McGill up the ice to Corrales on the defense with 2 minutes left in the second period. Corrales fires it back into the Indy zone, stopped by Jim Waite. McGill picks it up for Indy. Comes up the right wing side. Knocked down by Lucyk at center ice. Lucyk fires it into the Indy corner with 1:40 left in the second period. And Indy just dumps it out to center ice where Steve Fletcher goes after it. Indy makes a line change. Hankinson, and we got a two-line pass.
Offside pass. Keebler belongs to the Pilots with the limited tag items that are your game. Keebler is popcorn and thermoform with the use of great products from Keebler. Spend the shirt, chip page 26 of your program, and here yourself as a coupon for a free beverage with the dinner versus the
1:29 left in the second period. 2-1, Indy in the lead. Mike Stapleton in for the face-off against Colin Chin. And we still wait the face-off. And the draw goes to Indy. They keep it in the Fort Wayne zone. DeGenis, a long shot. Blocker saved by Beauregard. In behind the Fort Wayne net, Brochu, and Brochu brings it up the ice with 1:15 left in the second period. Fed off to Bawa, over to Gruhl. Gruhl, a hard angle and goes up into the crowd in lower 22. With 1:07 left in the second period. Shots on goal pretty even now. Indy with 26, the Komets with 25. A typical Indy Fort Wayne game, close and low scoring. And we're ready for the face-off with 1:07 left. Second period of play in the Indy zone. Colin Chin goes in for the draw. Komets get the draw. Gruhl has it. He's checked in the corner. Scott still has it. Spins off, gets it out in the crease, and lays right there, and nobody home. Penalty call. Penalty on Indianapolis on a hook. With 54 seconds left in the second period, Indy will set down for 2 minutes, so the Komets will have a power play, and we get a little pushing and shoving in here with Gruhl and Stapleton. And nothing develops from that. See what the calls are. We might have some further penalties. Look over here in the corner with Bawa. I'm not sure what's transgressing there, but it looks like something might develop there. But Bawa just kind of skated away. So we await the call. The last 2 minutes of this period is drug out quite a bit. Randy Markham down behind the south end of the Coliseum awaiting the shootout. Randy, you might want to go out and get a sandwich by the time this period's over with. So the referee goes over to Jim Amstutz, the PA announcer, and lets him know what he's going to call. So we await the call.
Number 15, Owen Lassard, 2 minutes okay. For the ice, number 21, Mike Stapleton, 2 minutes roughing. For the Komets, number 24, Scott Gruhl, 2 minutes roughing. Time, 19:06.
Okay. Indy picks up a double minor, the Komets a single, so the Komets will have a 2-minute power play. With 54 seconds left in the second period, the Komets with a one-man advantage. If you're a Komets fan, you want to see them pop one in here and tie this thing up before intermission time. And the face-off goes back to McKee. McKee over to Brochu. Brochu takes a check, and it goes into the Indy corner. Indy's going to clear it out. They're going to have a 2-on-1. Here comes Noonan and Williams. Noonan backhands, and it goes wide. Still needs some help out there. Come on, defense. And McKee picks it up with 30 seconds left. In the second period, here come the Komets on the rush. They're on the power play. Gets it over to Loach in the slot shot, and it lays right there underneath Wade and goes in behind the net. Dug 4 in behind the Indy net. Boudreau has it. Let's get somebody out front. 15 seconds left. McKee has it. And it lays there and in the crease again with Wade flat on the ice. That's 3 times now they had a chance, but nobody there to pick it up and throw it home. 3 seconds left in the period. 2-1. That's the end of the second period. With the score 2-1 in favor of the Indianapolis Ice, the Komets will have 1 minute and 7 seconds of power play time when the third period gets started. And I believe they're going to need it to get this game tied up. Shots on goal, 29 for the Indy Ice, 25 for the Komets through 2 periods of play. The score 2-1 in favor of Indy. So we will cut off here. Away at the door. Also, make sure you stop by the souvenir stand and sign up for one of 2 $50 savings bonds to be given away by Acme Printing. Also, Desert Storm t-shirts and caps are also being given away courtesy of WXKE and Classic Products. Fort Wayne into the Indy zone, just underway in the third period. 1 minute left on the power play to the Komets. Out in front, and it goes back in behind the net where Indy fires at the length of the rink. Brian Noonan. Beauregard leaves it for the defense. Brian McKee. And Brian McKee brings it up to center ice. To Loach. Backhands it over to Boudreau. Boudreau tries to get it through, but blocked down by Russell. And he brings it out with 25 seconds left on the power play to the Komets. Loach makes a good interception in front of the Fort Wayne net. Fires it over to the left wing side. It goes wide. Waite makes the save and leaves it off for his defense. And they fire at the length of the rink, and that'll pretty much kill off the power play for the Komets. McKee picks it up. Both sides equal strength now, 6 aside. Colin Chin carries it in. Ian Boyce, backhand shot. Waite makes a save, and where's the whistle?
What the?
Should have been a whistle there.
Carries it halfway up the ice.
Mike McNeil for Indy tries to get around, and he does, but Beauregard makes a save. Picked up by Bernie. Bernie fires it up to the near board side. Johansson takes it for Indy. Back out to the point to Circa. Circa back in to Johansson. In around for Lazard. He's checked by Chin. Tom Corrales picks it up. Lazard check on him. It goes into the stands. For a face-off to the right of Fort Wayne Komet goalie Stefan Beauregard. 18:10 left in the third period. If you just tuned in, it's 2-1 in favor of Indy. See, Randy, the first credit union night of the season is coming up on Sunday, March 3rd against Milwaukee. The game starts at 7 p.m. instead of 4 because the Komets will travel in from Kansas City on that day. So get your 2-for-1 credit union discount coupons at your favorite credit union, one of which is probably Midwest America Credit Union.
Sounds like you have a connection with that one.
Yes. And the shot goes high over the Fort Wayne net. Ian Boyce picks it up. Brings it into the Indy zone. Hankinson goes in for it. It's up along the Fletcher, a long shot. Waite makes the glove save. This time the ref whistled it down like he's supposed to. I don't know where he was the last time.
Standing right in front of him. Yeah, it's just... There's nobody... Last time everybody was making an all about it, that there's no one close to him except his own player, and he skates halfway out to the face-off spot. Should have dropped off his glove and played the puck somewhere, one way or another.
Face-off goes to Indianapolis in their own zone. Left wing pass it to Mokosak. And out comes Desjardins. Desjardins into the Fort Wayne zone. Left up to center ice, and Russell hurries back for it. Cam Russell. Up to Mokosak. Mokosak up to center ice. To Eglin. Eglin has Desjardins with him, but they can't get it by. And it's up into the crease and knocked down in front. Into the corner, Kaminsky. Kaminsky in there for it, and in behind the Fort Wayne net, Mokosak. Mokosak looks for somebody. Kaminsky, a little off balance, gets it up to Boyce, kept in the Fort Wayne zone, and it clears out. Here comes the Komets on a 2-on-1. If they hurry up, they get Hankinson, over to Hankinson, wide open, shoots and the save by Jimmy Waite. Desjardins throws it into the Fort Wayne corner. Good chance there. Ryan McKee.
Great pass by Kaminsky, just feeding it instead of across, fed it back. Just a great opportunity to score there.
Waite came up big that time. Gruhl out front, just missed Bawa in the slot. McKee has it in front to Chin. It lays there in front again with Waite down on the ice. Bawa loses the stick on the play. It comes up to Warren Reichel. Reichel fires a two-line pass. Two-line pass. Two-line pass, and they score. There should not be a goal. That was a two-line pass. Two lines. I can't believe it, Randy. They
Guy
got
was
away.
there, and the man was way up there.
Two-line pass.
Guy was there and way up there.
Two-line pass.
I'll tell you, people, run that back once.
Absolutely incredible. They blew that one. Holy moly. Oh, Randy, that burns me up.
Well,
I can see when a team makes a good play and scores a goal, but when they do a two-line pass, it was obvious.
well, I mean, the guy was wide open. And
Yes, but
sure,
it was a two-line
It's a
pass.
possibility that can happen, but
Oh, boy. Well, that's going to make it all the much tougher for Fort Wayne to get back into this one. Plenty of time left.
boy, that's unbelievable. Interference.
The way I saw it, though, Randy, he shot that thing a good 6 feet from behind the blue line.
Oh, yeah.
The guy was a good 7 or 8 feet over the red line. So he was not onside.
I'll tell you, if
He
you
would
look
have had
at
to been onside.
I'd say he's right about at the face-off spot where I saw it.
Comes up to Bernie.
Oh,
He just lays it on the stick of Indianapolis. Reichel has it. Goes back into the Fort Wayne zone on goal. Beauregard makes the save. Leaves it for Lucyk, and Lucyk gets it up to Lonnie Loach. Lonnie Loach hits the side of the Indy net. Left there for Lazard. Lazard up to Stapleton. Stapleton a long shot. Beauregard with a save. Long rebound. Goes into the corner along the far board side. Comes out to Colin Shin. Shin gets it into the defense of Indianapolis.
oh boy, am I upset.
Goes over to McNeil. Checked by Fletcher.
Good check by Chin.
And it's in the slot. Shot wide. Still in the Fort Wayne zone. Beauregard stops it. Leaves it for Fletcher. Fletcher makes a turn. Right wing pass to Brochu. Up to Gruhl. Knocked down by Indy. Indy's doing a good job of stepping in there and clogging up the passing lanes, Randy.
Well, I'll tell you, people, I think if you look at that back again, that goal was definitely offside pass.
Definitely one that should not have counted.
I could be wrong. But I'll tell you,
I don't think so.
when I saw that guy let go of the puck, he was on the other side of the blue line, and the man was almost that face-off spot up by the blue line. That's
offsides. That's an offside pass.
time.
It'd been different had he been just behind the red line, but he wasn't. Komets have it, and it's wide.
Nice move by, what was it?
Over to Corrales, kept in the zone. Lucyk steps up. Come on, let's get it on the net. Waite steers it to the corner. Lucyk taken into the corner by Mokasak. It's in the corner with Hankinson and Lucyk. And they fight for it up along the board.
Oh, yeah. Mokasak gives him the big shove when he's... Oh, he's tough. Mokasak is really a tough guy.
Well, Eric, if you think about it, try and replay that last goal from Indianapolis from the pass that went out of the defensive zone of Indy. I'm sure that it will show that they were offsides. 3-1, Indianapolis. 14:02 left, third period of play. If Indy goes on to win this game, they'll have 77.
Good going, Boyce.
They'll have 77 points to the Komets 71. Indianapolis controls
Good call.
Komets getting a little frustrated right now.
Well, I'll tell you, you miss a big gun like Johnny Anderson and Bobby Laxo. You know, Ian Boyce is just really working to death out there at the forward position, and you know, Chin and Loach, those guys are doing a real good job, but you're just missing those
Well, Randy, we got ourselves a 2-minute power play here. We've got to pepper that net.
You got to score in this one.
It's almost imperative that we get a goal on this power play, although there's a lot of time left, but I think this is one of the big turning points of the game is you've got to score on the special teams when you've got that chance. So far, the Komets haven't had the ability to do that tonight. Could sure use one right now.
Down 2 in the third period with 13 minutes and 48 seconds to go. You're probably going to see Brian McKee play a lot more offensive here. Well, I don't know. He got Gruhl out there in the point, too.
Scott Gruhl at the deep slot. Scott winds up and it deflects off of Bawa. Goes into the corner of McKee. He gets it back over to the farboard side. Gruhl takes a hard angle blast. McKee will keep it in. Throws it back in behind the net to Boudreau. Boudreau gets it over to...
don't just throw it around.
Indianapolis, but McKee will pick it up on the near board side. Brian McKee. Ew, and it's picked off by Indianapolis. And Brian Noonan comes out. Oh, no.
Oh, that was a penalty.
I think he dove on that one, too, a little bit.
This guy's brutal.
Here come the Komets. McKee into Gruhl, and it goes wide. Gruhl still has it. Back out to Loach. Over to McKee. Back to Loach at the deep slot. Loach throws it up in front. Bawa has it. Whacks at it. It waits down. It's loose in front. Gruhl gets it back to Loach. Over to McKee at the left point. McKee back over to Loach. Loach looks over to Gruhl. Scott Gruhl looks back over to Brian McKee. It plays off the board. 56 seconds left in the power play. Into the slot to Gruhl. A shot. Hits weight. Makes the save. Goes into the corner. Gruhl goes after it. Gruhl down on his knees, makes a pass back.
He holds it that 1 second.
McKee, a shot wide, and we have another power play or penalty on Indianapolis here.
Good.
The Indy Ice are going to be 2 men short for 39 seconds.
Tim, you see Gruhl over there in the corner. He was down on one knee. The guy was there on him. You know, a lot of guys will panic that time, but the experience that Scott Gruhl's got, he holds on just that 1 second longer. The guy commits himself and Gruhl's wide open. He makes a pass in the corner or takes a shot, and that's a big difference right there. Experience.
Yeah, it makes all the difference.
He knows what to do with the puck.
If that was me, I would be choking right about that.
Yeah, I'd have thrown it back to the point man or just gone ahead and tried to dump it, got rid of it. But he's very confident of what his abilities are, and they're passing the puck around real well. They're just not getting the shot down the middle. Let's go, guys.
So, Brian Noonan goes in 2 minutes. And we've got ourselves a 2-man advantage for 39 seconds.
I get 2-man advantage on that right there.
Well, I'll tell you what they need to do, and you know as well as I do, they need to score 1 goal within 39 seconds, and they'll still have the power play for another minute 21.
But you're good at math, I'm telling you right now.
Let's get this first one in here.
Yeah, you got to capitalize on this.
Gruhl, McKee, Bawa, Boudreau, and Loach on the power play unit for the Komets. Indianapolis going with Stapleton, DeGenis, face-off, controlled by the Komets' Robin Bawa. Gets it back to McKee. McKee looks around. A long shot. Score! Brian McKee with a blast. Makes it 3-2. That'll take one power play goal. That takes care of the one. The Komets will still have a minute 50 left to tie this game up. Randy, that could give them some momentum now. Woo. All right.
I'll tell you again, I'll tell you. The way I look at it, it's that experience where Brian McKee was out there with Gruhl, and Brian was just holding on that 1 second longer that he could have taken that big shot from the point. Maybe try to get him off guard, but he set it up and just held that 1 second longer. Great goal. Great goal.
Komets still with a 1 minute 50-second power play with 12:15 left in the third period of play. 3-2 Indy. Komets control it. Lucyk takes it into the Indy zone. Lucyk looking for Turner in the slot, gets it out front. Just about got the shot off. Chin has it. Chin, wide angle shot. Short goes up to Stable and Indy clears it down the length of the ring.
Is Loach when it got the goal? Brian McKee took the shot. Well, that was what I was talking about.
And here come the Komets. Kerry Lucyk. Stu Burney. Brochu falls down. Here goes Russell on a breakaway. Shot saved. Lucyk takes care of the rebound. And the net comes off the moorings.
You know what I'd like to see, some situation like that. I thought we were getting too much squelch on that. What I'd like to see in that is where the offensive player was coming in on the goaltender and wasn't really under control of the puck. And I think maybe if Beauregard could come out at him, like the old Bob Gray would have done.
Yeah.
You know, Lucyk would have had to take the penalty.
Oh, no way! No way! They're going to give Indy a penalty shot. The man was not in the clear. Not in the clear at all.
Fans, he has to have a clear shot at the goal.
He was on a semi-breakaway, but the rule states in a penalty shot he has to be way out in the open. Incredible. They're giving them the game. Cam Russell will take the shot. Keep in mind, Cam Russell is a defenseman. Here goes the penalty shot. Goes in on Beauregard. Shot.
Yeah.
Poetic justice. Poetic justice is served. You bet.
I'll tell you, Beauregard had to come out to challenge him. That was the key right there.
Poetic justice was served there as Cam Russell fell down to the ice and took the referee with him. I have no more to say about that.
Well, I think he got his just reward, I'll tell you, Tim.
I think so, too. Whew. That was a poor call on Galvin's part to give them a penalty shot.
Well, it's not the first poor call he's made, so why should we expect anything else? What do you think, Ken Owitt? What would you call?
A bag of peanuts, a timeout.
Norm Wazlowski's over there with Ken, and I can't see who else is with.
So the face-off is in the Fort Wayne zone.
George Drysdale. Yep.
11:33 left. Komets still with 1:07 left on their power play.
On the second goal, we're going to change the goal scorer. Goal scorer is 24th of the season by number 4, Brian McKee.
Brian McKee gets the goal on the
Yeah, I thought he got it, but they...
Bawa with an assist. And Boudreau an assist. Comes McKee, backhands it up to Loach. Loach intercepted at the center ice by Williams. Long shot, knocked down by the defense. Ronnie Loach has it. 45 seconds left on the power play. Take your time, guys. No sense in panicking here. Nice move by Loach to get it into the Indy zone. It's along the near board side, and it goes through Jimmy Waite. Out front, Loach goes after it. Bawa back to the point to Gruhl. Gruhl back in behind the net. Boudreau hustles in after it. And it's sent out to the point to McKee. McKee, a long shot, knocked down and goes wide. 20 seconds left in the power play. Loach has it in behind the net. Comes over to Boudreau, and he fires it right into the stick.
I think he really wanted to try to get off the boards, try to get out to McKee.
That's going to take care of the power play with 5 seconds left in the penalty to Indianapolis. 10:28 left in the third period. Boyce over to Hankinson. Here comes Peter Hankinson. Hankinson goes wide right. Tries to leave it off. Nobody there but Indy. Hankinson still comes up with it. Hankinson in behind the net.
Point man. There you go.
Kaminsky goes into the crease area, and it's right out front. Indy gets the puck, and they clear the zone, and
nice move.
Kaminsky goes in. Weak shot. Boyce hustles in after it. Kaminsky has it in behind, and it's in the crease. And Wade has it.
Kaminsky's paying for it right there.
Boy, he hustled good.
What a worker. What a worker.
Way to go, Kevin.
Evans explained to him, nice slash. Ian Boyce did a good job of trying to force a play in there. You saw him flying to the boards back there, and his feet weren't stopping. He kept right on going. Guy has no fear.
Keep in mind, folks, these Komets that you're watching tonight are Short, Dan Lambert, Bruce Major, John Anderson, Bob Laxo, Bob J.
Jeez.
They get these guys back and they get them healthy. They're going to be somebody to deal with. They're doing a good job. A lot of credit has to go to Coach Sims and the rest of the team for staying where they are in the thick of things here with all these injuries and suspensions to Kaminsky and Beauregard, and
Good move.
it just goes on and on, Randy. Pretty tough to get any continuity out of a team where you got 50% of your team on the injured list.
Yeah, and the players you got. I mean, Bobby J has been definitely proving himself as a very strong defensive defenseman and had some offense too out there. And Johnny Anderson, you can't say enough about that guy. All the experience, I think it was 7 or 8 years in Toronto and a couple years in Hartford, Quebec.
Well, this game we're taping tonight, a half an hour after this game is over that you're watching, stay tuned for Komets Corner. What is the date?
Today's 24th, 3rd.
Like I said, a week after this game you're watching.
Yeah.
We'll make it March. Look at this Boyce hustling out there. He pulled down in front of the net. Mokasak has it. 9:25 left in the third period. Kaminsky takes a run at Mokasak.
See, that was interference.
Kaminsky takes a hard check, but he says, hey, who cares? They take another run at Kaminsky. He still fights for the puck. Boyce has it along the side of the Indy net. Kaminsky loses his helmet on the play. He's held on to by Mokasak. Komets get it back to Boyce. They try to get it back to Kaminsky. Kaminsky goes back into the corner.
Kaminsky has no helmet, one glove.
And he's pulled down by Mokasak. Goes in front. Cross-check by Mokasak. I don't believe it. What'd he do? He cross-checked the heck out of Kaminsky. And Mokasak just gets Kaminsky right in the face with his stick. Absolutely brutal goon hockey on the part of Indianapolis, and the ref is out there with his blinders on.
Is that Stapleton hit him right then?
I don't know who hit him, but it was definitely, that should be a 5-minute major. Let's wake up out there, you guys. Come on.
Well, I'll tell you. Again, I say, if you want the number of the IHL General Offices to voice your opinion,
Incredible.
Call the Comet office, and they'd be glad to give it to you, I believe.
Absolutely incredible.
Did Stapleton hit him right there?
I don't know if it was Stapleton, but he got a stick right in the face. Wake up out there. Must have been Stapleton. I'll tell you, Randy, I can't stand this type of tactics on the part of Indianapolis. And what really makes it worse is the ice sitting right out there with the ref looking at him doing it. Doesn't call a thing unless he's going to do it from the linesman who might have saw something.
Well, I'll tell you, Sam Cisco is up there. I saw him tonight.
We'll see what the call is here. Well, I hope the linesman saw something. Mokasak put a vicious cross-check on Kaminsky right over here on the near board side.
I missed it.
Kaminsky went across the ice and received a stick in the mouth through his efforts over there.
Well, of course he's going to hit Kaminsky because Kaminsky's about 6 inches shorter, had no helmet on, only had one glove on. Yeah, that's Mokasak. He's my man. I'm really impressed. I tell you, I wish I had that letter from the lady from Danville, Indiana, or wherever it is.
Yeah, keep a hold of that.
And this young lady is talking about how barbaric the Komets are.
Well, she obviously is from around the Indy area then, huh?
Well,
she obviously is from around the Indy area then, huh?
well, yeah, apparently. She's talking about the movie Slapshot. Well, apparently she hasn't seen many hockey games at all because her knowledge of hockey is based upon a video cassette, obviously.
Here we go, the penalty calls.
For the line, number 21, Mike Stapleton.
5-minute major.
Yes! That is the right call. Yes, the right call. 5-minute high stick.
2 minutes what?
High sticking. They give Kaminsky a 2-minute high stick.
Oh, boy.
Believe me, he didn't have his stick up. Kaminsky was doing nothing but playing the game. I'm not trying to be partial here, folks. Believe me. If Kaminsky would have committed a sin there, I would have brought it to your attention, but he did not.
I like to think we're that way, Tim. I mean, I criticize the referee when he misses a Kerry Lucyk or something.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Johansson came out.
Stapleton's got a towel on the end of his stick, like waving the white flag, and Johansson, get the heck out of here. Got a little respect for Johansson, not much, but a little bit.
Well,
thanks.
Komets will come out with a 3-minute power play, and on that 3-minute power play, if they score multiple goals, the man still has to stay in the box because it's a 5-minute major and an automatic game misconduct. What's Butters upset about?
I don't know.
That he has to set the penalty out? Possibly?
Well, I don't think Mike's been playing much this game.
No, he hasn't had much ice time. At any rate, I think the linesman made the call on the 5-minute high stick because the ref, believe me, was out to lunch.
Which time?
That last time. There's been other times, but he was out to lunch that time. Indianapolis has the puck. 4 men aside out there, Randy. My kind of hockey.
Yeah, you love that, don't you?
And Johansson tries to get a shot off, but Lucyk won't let him do it. Indy controls it. Over to Johansson. Johansson over to the right wing side. And it clears the zone. 8 minutes, 10 seconds left, third period of play. Indy's McNeil into the Fort Wayne zone. Don't haul him down. Goes back to the center ice area where the Komets will make a line change. Indy gets it over to Cam Russell, who absolutely botched up that penalty shot, but in the process took the referee down to the ice, so I guess it wasn't a total failure.
No.
Here come the Komets up the ice. And what do we have here? And what do we got?
Nice dive.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah, I get so frustrated, Tim. I tell you, I don't know what to say.
A lot of adjectives come to mind here.
I'm thinking more of a noun, like a gun.
Well, the Komets pick up an additional 2 minute. Yeah, and Randy's on his feet. He's hot.
That says I'm a little upset. I'm not sitting down.
So the Komets will end up, when it's all said and done, unless the whistle goes blowing again, with a 1 minute power play. But right now they're a man down. Somehow they're a man down to the Indianapolis ice here. Don't ask me how, folks, but they are. 4 on 3 for 48 seconds yet. McGill over to Noonan. The DeGenis, look out, shoots
Heads
it up.
up.
And a shot goes on the last row in lower 16.
I'll tell you, Mokasak is such a tough guy. He used to think he was. I'll tell you, there's probably 4 or 5 guys on here that just rip him apart.
Oh, yeah. John Brick, Gordy, Hal.
Besides Brick and Gordy now.
Eddie.
Eddie's sinking.
Yeah.
Don't get Eddie get going, but he might tear them apart. But yeah, you take a guy like Bawa and Butters, Fletcher. I hate getting Anderson upset.
Yeah.
That guy could probably throw a few.
37 seconds and the Komets will be even strength again, and then we'll have, when it's all said and done, about a minute or so power play on the 5-minute major. Indy right now has the puck in the Fort Wayne zone. McGill at the deep point, over to Noonan, intercepted by Chin, and he clears it.
Yeah, just what I was thinking. The way McGill was playing right at the middle there, there's too much of an opportunity to get rid of the puck.
And here comes Indy, left wing side to Noonan. Noonan takes a look, gets it back to the point. McGill out to the deep slot, takes a shot, gets it back to Noonan, goes wide. 2 seconds, 1. Komets get the man back on. Rebound comes out to Indy. Both sides equal strength.
Yes!
Boyce. Boyce on a breakaway. He left, shoots. Saved by Wade. And now we got something breaking out. Chin with McGill. And check out Big Bad McGill here. He wants to get Colin Chin.
Oh, yeah. He's tough.
Wade really looks like he's shook up there. Jimmy Waite looks like he's shook up on the play. Corrales goes over and gives Wade a tap on the fanny. Ian Boyce just missed. Jimmy Waite came up big on that breakaway. The Komets will have almost a 2-minute power play when this is all said and done, when Steve Butcher's penalty runs out in 53 seconds. We've only got 6 minutes, 32 seconds left. The Komets find themselves down by 1 at 3-2. Shots on goal, 41 for the Komets, 31 for Indy. So the Komets have been coming on strong on the shots and goal department. Let's burn another one past them here. This is about the stage in the game last week where the Komets blew them away, Randy. Looks like Jimmy Waite's going to stay in.
I'll tell you, the guy is, he's made the difference. There's a 41-31 on shots advantage to the Komets.
And we've got something breaking out in the stands down here. Lower 42 in the corner.
Penalty for the ice number 28, Ryan McGill. Komets number 26, Colin Chin. Each of them is dropping. 13-28. Fans, we have to appeal to all good hockey fans.
Must have been throwing something on the ice, Randy.
On the ice. If you are caught throwing things on the ice, you will be ejected from the game.
Well,
Thank you.
cooler heads should have prevailed. Now they get to go out and listen to it on WoWo.
Well, he can turn on Channel 10 and he'll see the rest of the game. You shouldn't do that, son.
Keep your heads about you, fans. You can get frustrated like we do, but the only thing I got up here to throw off this platform costs too much money, so I'm not going to do it. No, the equipment. And the Komets will have a power play in 35 seconds. Here comes Hankinson. He takes it into the Indy zone, shoots a weak shot, knocked down by the defense. Indy puts it out to McNeil. Mark Turner has it for the Komets. Gets it back over into behind the net. Waite goes after it. Cam Russell. Intercepted by Turner. Turner's working good tonight. Over to Lucyk. And a high shot goes in. Waite makes a save. And we're waiting for the other 14 seconds, and out comes the Gruhl, Loach, Boudreau, McKee, and Bawa on the power play. Is what it'll end up at. They've got one too many out there right now. So Loach will go back and rest the legs for another 14 seconds, and then he'll come out and hopefully get the tire in this game. 5:53 left, 3-2, Indy with a 1-goal lead. Komets coming up with a power play in 14 seconds.
You know, in defense of Mike Stable, he got a little bit carried away there, but on the most part, the guy is really a good hockey player and pretty much a heads-up hockey player. Doesn't do a lot of excessive slashing and cross-checking and everything. He's pretty much a basic heads-up player. He's a pretty good guy.
McKee with a blast, and it lays right in the crease. Bawa's interfered with. And Circa brings it up to center ice. 5 seconds. The Komets will get that power play.
Force him now. Force him.
Bawa goes in after DeGenis. Forechecking his Loach. Knocked down by Gruhl. Good going, Scott.
Look at him hold on to it now. He'll just hold on to it.
Komets on the power play for 1:40 yet. And somehow the Indy Ice get it, and they clear it the length of the rink with 1:33 left in the power play. This is a major penalty here, so they can tie it up and then still have a power play. Bawa goes off to Loach. He's got Boudreau. Loach gets through. Score! Oh my God! What a goal by Loach! Loach scores and ties it up. Oh, what a goal! Scores! All right.
Well, people, I got so you want to pat back in the back of the head. I just barely grabbed the hell of his head, just squeezed his hair a little bit. But what an exciting goal by Loach!
What a play! 3-3. And we still got 1 minute and 19 seconds left, no matter how many times we score.
Dave Franco.
Look at Mike Franco wiping his face off.
Oh, what a goal. What a beautiful goal. I thought all was lost when Gruhl got loose over there and lost it, and they took possession of it. God, I hate to see that guy go away.
Komets still on the power play, if you can hear me, folks. 1:14 left in the major to Mike Stapleton. Indy clears the length of the rink. We've got 1 minute left in the power play. 4:47 left in the third period. All tied up here.
You can't see it, but line Loach is up by the red line. He's over by the other side.
Here comes Gruhl. Good move by Gruhl. Gruhl, a long shot, gets knocked off by Roberts. Bawa hustles back for it. Loach has it. Loach will put it back to McKee. Won't he? No, he won't. Boudreau has it. Shot, save. Rebound comes out to Gruhl. Long shot. Another score! Yeah! Another score! What a day! Make them pay! Make them pay! You bet! Make them pay! Oh, man, I don't know. Whoa, this is one of the wildest finishes I've ever seen.
Bob Chase is going crazy over there.
Woo! 4-3 Komets.
And there's still 33 seconds to go.
That's right. It's not over with yet.
God, what a comeback.
Boys and girls at home, kids that play youth hockey, let this be a lesson to you. If somebody gives you a major penalty,
We got some guys getting excited in fans.
retaliate with the goals. Make them pay on the scoreboard. Don't go after them. Don't goon it up. Make them pay. All right.
I'm going to take my headphones off to listen to this.
4:10 left in the third period. 4-3 Komets.
Don't throw it away, fellas.
Look out, look out. Don't relax.
This is when you got to turn it on.
And here comes Kaminsky. Kaminsky to Bernie. Out front, just wide. 5 seconds left in the major penalty to Mike Stapleton. And that will do it. Both sides equal strength, but the Komets have got themselves a 4-3 lead with 3:40 left in the third period. And it's cleared out of the zone. Gruhl has it for the Komets. Here comes Scott Gruhl. Nice move. Picked off by the defense. Boyce just jumped off the ice. Keith Miller takes the check.
Nice stand-up play by Fletcher.
Yes.
Big move right there.
And it clears the zone. Indy has it. Kaminsky forecheck and loses his stick on the play.
Oh, what a digger. My God.
Goes in. Brochu clears it back out. Indy picks it up on the defense. McGill. Bawa hurries in after it. Colin Chin has it for the Komets with 3 minutes left in the game. Komets with a 1-goal lead. Chin gets it in, goes into the corner. Bawa.
That's all right. Freeze it up.
And Loach goes in and knocks it loose, but Indy controls it with 2:48 left in the third period. They fire it deep into the Fort Wayne corner. It goes along the far board side where Johansson gets it. Chin steps up, clears the zone. Robin Bawa has it. Throws it
Good
into
move,
the corner.
fellas. Good move.
Komets on a line change with 2:30 left in the third period. Mokasak. Bernie intercepts it. With a backhand shot. Desjardins knocks it down in front. Indy breaks out of the zone and they come up with the 2-on-2. Knocked off the defense for Fort Wayne and it goes back to Roberts on the Indy defense. McKee has it. Goes back out to Lonnie Loach and Boudreau. Boudreau gets it over to Loach. Loach goes in, shoots. Saved by Jimmy Waite. Rebound comes out to Noonan. Noonan gets it by with 2 minutes left in the game.
I tell you, people, that was a penalty.
He didn't call it. Look at this. Circa. Right into the stick of Lucyk. When will they pull Waite? Within the last minute?
I'll tell you, they have got too much pressure on the Indianapolis ice right now.
1:43 left in the third period. 4-3 Fort Wayne, and one of the wildest finishes we've seen in a long time.
Offsides.
Has to bring it back out the blue line. He's got a man deep in. Now they're onside.
1:30 to go, people. Offsides. Oh, they didn't call that.
Yeah, Boyce came back out.
Played it. Yeah, but he played it on the inside.
Boyce
What a move!
has it.
I'll tell you.
Boyce sidesteps a check in the end court. And it goes back. Boyce still in there fighting for it. They'll blow it down for a whistle and a face-off. With 1:14 left in the third period of play. And Randy has got himself worked up along with everybody else in the building tonight. And they haven't announced attendance yet. Mike Nix said it was 7,600 tonight, by the way. Mike Nix working his way back off a serious heart attack, and he tells me he's doing just fine.
Well, it's a hell of a game to come to, Mike.
Jeez. Here we are, tonight's attendance.
Yeah, you won.
7,105, and I win again.
That brings us closer to that magic 200,000 level. Now it looks like they'll hit 200,000 March 10th. And the 200,000 slam March 10th will get a record anywhere in the U.S. on Northwestern lines.
Not too shabby.
I'd like to thank Stan Lagerberg and his wife Barb and his son Rick for coming tonight. They don't make too many games, but that's a heck of one to see, I'll tell you.
Ooh, I guess. Typical Indy Fort Wayne game.
Well, I don't know. I'll tell you.
Well, we blew it open the same part we did last week, Randy. 1 minute left, and here comes Jimmy Waite. The Indianapolis net is open. Indy pulls the goalie in favor of the extra attacker. Boyce has it. It goes back out to the point to Desjardins into the deep slot. McGill shoots it into the corner. In behind the Fort Wayne net. It's picked up by 2. Lucyk checks them both off the play. We've got 42 seconds left. Boyce,
what a move.
And Boyce has the
Let him score it.
Boyce takes a look, throws it into the corner. He just didn't want to ice it, and that's a good heads-up play right there. Komets make a line change. 30 seconds left. The Indy goal is empty. Here comes McGill, and the shot goes in. Score! An open net goal! An open net goal! Yeah! Woo! Folks, let me tell you, this has been one heck of a hockey game. And I'll tell you what lost it for Indianapolis. They lost their poise when Mike Stapleton took the 5-minute major for high sticking.
And you owe it all to Kevin Kaminsky, suicide man, kamikaze Kaminsky. I tell you, he's the one that got him riled. He was the one that was skating around with one glove, helmet gone. I'm not sure both eyes were supposed to focus the same direction. That Bob was challenging the bench over there. Reichel, he's challenging Reichel. He said, come on.
Gets the goal. That makes it 5-3 Fort Wayne with 24 seconds left. I hope I have a voice left for the post-game show, Randy. Boy, oh boy. What a turn of events. 24 seconds left. The face-off goes into the Indy zone. DeGenis has it over to Mokasak.
Get another one.
Butters after Mokosak. Gruhl just feeds it back into the corner. 13 seconds left. Gruhl has it. Flips it out to center ice. Butters and Mokosak down here, Pat. Butters and Mokosak are going to play.
Watch it. Mokosak, all he'll do is hold on. He won't throw. Come on, Mike.
Butters and Mokosak along the near boards here. Nothing much going on right
Mokosak,
now.
all he does is try to hold on.
Come on, Mike, step back just a second and get loose from him. Butters takes him into the
strong kid,
boards.
Mike Butters.
And the linesman step in and break that one up.
Oh, yeah, Moke. Go ahead. There you go. There you go.
Butters wants him bad now, let me tell you. Mokosak skates to the bench. He's done for the night.
Yeah, he was done.
We'll be back for the post-game show as soon as this one's over with. We got 4 seconds of playing time left. 5-3 Komets. 45 shots on goal for the Komets. 31 for Indianapolis.
I'll tell you, Tim, Jimmy White was a big thing for Indianapolis tonight.
You got it. He made several saves, and he was down flat on the ice. The rebounds came loose. The Komets just couldn't get enough control to flip it up there because he was thrown like a beached whale a few times.
He stopped Ian Boyce, and Boyce should have had him. He stopped Lonnie a couple that were really good hard shots.
Number 14, Martin is Jordan, 10 minutes is on up.
Good.
Number 29, Mike Butters, is fighting. Time, 19 seconds.
Okay, that's the game. Once they're in the hockey game, the Komets win it 5-3 over the defending Turner Cup champ Indianapolis Ice. And the stars of the game.
I'd say, Tim, it's a big...
Wait a second.
Number 29, Jimmy Waite.
Jimmy Waite gets one of the stars.
With the winning goal and the clinching goal, and 2 years of play, number 28.
Robert Bawa gets the MVP tonight, Randy. Woo. What a game tonight. We will be back with the post-game show. Don't go anywhere. We've got some information to give you. So you're watching Komets